my side. I made my own clouds, flew by my pride. The ship falls away, the night turned to day. Remember why? Fire consumed, ashes remain. Cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe, cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe. Cannot breathe.
Yeah, what up, everybody? Welcome. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Let's go, boys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We're trying to share the Wi-Fi code. As you can see, the backdrop has changed. We are on location.
More Pinteresty here.
Yeah, it's much cleaner and nicer and more Pinteresty, more bright.
Yeah.
This is the spare bedroom of our friend's house because young Sloan was taking a nap. Kyle was playing paintball this afternoon, and we just decided I'd bring all the gear here.
It's good, I think.
You're on? Live?
No, it said
Searching.
join, but...
And yeah, so we're going to bring you guys a little on location. Actually, with that being said, we're also going to be on location next week as well. We're going to go up to the mountains for next week's show, I think. So, yeah. Steve, thank you very much for bringing that up. We do want to wish everybody a very happy Memorial Day weekend and give thanks to everybody who has made a sacrifice to allow us to be living the life that we live. Politics aside, make sure that we do pay our respects to those who have served and sacrificed greatly for us to be here. And we're very appreciative of you and your family, and those of you who have also served. Just everybody gets a round of applause. So thank you guys very much, and your families. I know we had a question up there about the sticker packs. Well, today, as it is a nationally observed holiday, I kind of forgot that also, and I was expecting to have announced a winner for the raffle. But
no luck?
No luck. Some of the people, if you live in the greater LA and San Diego area, you may have already gotten your sticker packs, because I have heard from somebody whose wife was upset at me, apparently, for not rigging it. She's like, you should have given him the sticker.
Oh, man.
I actually, I was talking to Alex, too. I actually don't even know who won. As soon as that sticker pack goes into all the rest of the things, you lose it. It's like the full card, it's like the 3-card Monty, except like the 120-card Monty. Or 100.
Shut the package before you put the address on there, and they're like.
And then also to answer Alex's question, which brought up another point. I know it seems like you think that if you got a white package you automatically win, but just so everybody knows, the people who got red packages, the only difference between the red packages and the white is everybody who got a red package bought more than one ticket, more than one sticker pack. So basically, printed out all the envelopes, stuffed all the envelopes, then put 2 random stickers in, shuffled them all up. Shuffle the deck, double deck, and then if you bought 10 tickets, you get in a red envelope. If you bought 1, just there, and then printed out the labels. Done. And then it is in the United States Postal Service's hands now, and we all know how that goes. So I have to come up with a contingency plan also if no one ever comes forward with the golden ticket. And just so everybody knows, I've already got the wheel ready with everybody else's names because I've got so many prizes to give away. I want to make sure that everybody has a good opportunity to possibly win.
Sure.
Right? So Alex Fragi donated an extra 30 coin duel coins. Wow. So yeah, there's a good chance you're going to get a coin, little coin. I already had a bunch in the mix as well. The Dynasty jersey and unreleased AccuLock barrel. And then, the HORMESIS headband as well. I have that headband already here. I also have these two HORMESIS headbands, which I'm going to announce how you're going to be able to. Both of these are the new numerology sequence ones. One's the black, one's the blue.
This guy?
I believe one of those is Bart Crahan's, which we're going to announce because he won it last week.
Okay.
Just to clarify, we're talking about the Wi-Fi last. We're always having Wi-Fi things. So Alex misannounced 2 winners last week. Actually, he announced. I rewatched it to make sure. He announced Bart's name first, and then once the connection came back, he thought that Bart's was behind. Right, and then he announced it was Delmont and then PQ.
That's happened to us a few times.
Yeah. We got to get all that stuff. Taylor White. Neither one of these. Oh, but I do have a black and brown HORMESIS one that was going to another winner. At my house, but anyway, the Bart is a true winner, and so I have to give it up to PQ and Delmont for saying fessing up and be like, hey, yeah, no, he's right, our bad, I actually didn't win. So I do have consolation prizes for you guys. You're gonna get some signed cards and some coins as well. Alex is gifted up.
There you go.
So. That's right, and Taylor White for the unreleased AccuLock. It's pretty bright in here, huh?
It's just my head. My head's full of shining here. I'm gonna just turn this a little bit.
Turn it a little bit. You can kind of point you can point it at the wall. If you point it at that.
You think that would be better than this?
That's better.
Still a little shine, though.
That's a little shiny. Yeah. That's all right. Whatever. You look fine.
I can put it at the wall.
So anyway, we're in a tight, confined space. We can also put the desk back. You can scoot back like that too. So anyway, the unreleased AccuLock barrel, whoever wins that prize, which is prize, I don't know, what do you think's better, an AccuLock barrel set or a blank Dynasty jersey?
Just depends.
It depends. So I think I'm going to give the third place
If you have a
winner.
bunch of barrels, you want a jersey.
That's true. But if you don't have an AccuLock barrel, maybe
if you need a barrel, then...
Or if you have a lot of barrels, guess what? You probably want more, because you only really need one barrel.
True.
Right? But I'm going to let the third place... winner decide that. So I have a gold tip, I have a purple tip, and I think I have a clear back, I have a blue back. So I'm basically going to let you make your own. With some of the, because they're all demo barrels, the demo colors that we made, and so I want to make sure that you guys get a crack at doing that. So. Pod with John Weisel Miller. Even if I win a pod with a broken lid, I'll be happy with that.
Skemp sent me the Wi-Fi password, but it's not working here.
You capital J?
I tried everything and tried respelling Jackson also.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Did you text Mark?
Yeah, he's not answering.
He's not answering.
Yeah, he probably doesn't have his phone on him.
That's true. So actually, we're at Scott's house. This is the room right next door to Scott's room. This is actually where Sloan was sleeping today, and then we woke her up and said, "Kick rocks. We got a show to go."
Yeah, Mark and Scott have a nice pool over here, so
perfect place for us to show off the new Signature Series tank top.
There you go.
From HK Army. A couple prizes for today. This is pretty cool. This is actually from Steve Segovia. At the last event, he went up to the HK Army booth and the NXL booth, so we got an NXL lanyard that Kyle and I will sign. We've got an HK Army lanyard that we'll sign. I also threw in 2 Signature Series pins from HORMESIS that are going to go in there, and each one is going to go in its own HORMESIS velvet soft.
Oh, they say Ryan Greenspan on it.
Yeah. This one says RG18. This one's got the HORMESIS logo on it. So one's going to be packed in a nice little box, and I'll
with fuzzy handcuffs or.
There's no fun. No, I held out the fuzzy handcuffs. I locked him up to Scott's bed. And then I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards to give away. So what I'll do is I'm going to put a card in each one of these, a signed card. And then I've got a Yosh Rao and a Marcelo Margot signed Dynasty card. Again, the idea is to get people trading. Mm-hmm. I know everybody's all about trading cards right now.
Yeah.
It's like trading cards. That's the thing. A lot of people want to get these things rated.
Like Pokemon.
It is.
Yeah.
They're
going to rate them?
Yeah, some people have already rated them.
Do they take those? Can you take any type of card?
Yeah, I guess. Does anybody rate cards in there?
Well, you can. I know that you can get cards rated, but
I don't know. That's all crazy to me. If anybody wants to buy some Pokemon cards on the low, hit me up. I'll have Sloan go into Kyle's room, snake him from him. You got like the legit ones, right?
I just need to get them rated, but
isn't it like $30 a card to rate them? Like,
yeah, no, it's expensive and it's a long wait time.
Because everybody's doing it right now.
Yeah, I think
why don't we just create a rating company?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I think it's like frowned upon if you're not like the main one. So if you get it rated by like the Spick and Span boys, it's not really, it's irrelevant.
The Spick and Span boys.
Yeah.
And then
I said my Charizard's worth $10,000. Who? Ryan and Kyle, the Spick
and Span boys. Yeah. A couple of upcoming events that we have and BKI content that's coming up. I know that we both have a bunch of stuff in the pipeline for BKI. Also, I'm going to be in Utah this weekend for the Bro Army Camp. Then I'll be in Long Live the weekend after the Philly event, which is July 4th weekend. Big party. And then there's a G2 clinic back at the Bro Army Camp in August 14th and 15th. And then we'll be at the summer camp July 22nd to the 26th, I believe. So do you have any clinics that you have coming up? I know you were trying to set one up.
I might be headed out to North Carolina around the summertime, probably August.
Okay.
So I'll probably be doing one at PBC Greensboro, and then also a local field that I think you and Tyler might be going to, Black River Paintball.
Oh, is that with yeah, I think we have been there. Black Ops.
No. That's another field over there.
Over there.
This is one of the fields I grew up playing at, but I've went over there a couple times. He said that you guys were going out there, which was odd.
Huh. Well, that's news to me.
Yeah.
Did he give you a date?
No. I'll ask him for it.
Yeah. So we actually do have a couple weekends off in July, a couple weekends free in August. So if you guys out there would like to book either one of us or any of your favorite pros, well, if it's any other pros, don't hit us up for that. Hit them up. But if you want to book either one of us, hit us up. So also want to hear in the comments what everybody's up to this week or today, and what you guys do this weekend. Anybody play some paintball? Anybody traveling with the family? Anybody getting stuck in traffic? I know that's a thing right now.
I almost got on the way. Little traffic on the way here. I was almost late. Took some back roads.
I had Sloan all weekend this weekend, and that was pretty fun. A lot of you guys were complimenting and commenting on the stories that I was sharing with everybody, and I had to drive all the way down to the Tijuana airport last night to pick Camille up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Talk about traffic.
Oh, Scott was sending me the incorrect password. That's why it wasn't working. It's Jackson Forever, not Jackson for Life.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if you guys ever want to come over to Mark's house or Scott's house,
steal their Wi-Fi.
Steal their Wi-Fi.
Set the password.
It is. I think it's 1538 Lieta.
Yeah.
Bunker Media detail his car. Steve. Weather sucked. Rained all weekend. Traveling for the family in North Carolina. Back home to Richmond with Jay Stu. And then also for those of you guys who are Mega Support Status members and you guys are watching right now, did everybody get their signed card packs and their posters? So I sent everything out. I know that I saw we were tagged in a bunch of them.
I got mine.
Yeah, you guys.
Above my bed.
Kyle's got his sitting in the cards, the stock next to the Pokemons.
Yeah.
Also last week, if Seth, are you in here? Did John ever hit you up for that head wrap? Need to know about that one, because as everybody knows, the rules and regs are if he doesn't claim it by next week's show, we're re-gifting it. I don't know why I just did it like that.
Yeah. Just felt natural.
There we go. So let's see here. What else do we got? Battling godforsaken GI tract disorder. Oh, I thought that was gonna be like that was a new kind of paint.
As you're reading it.
As I was reading it.
Shouldn't have read this.
Shouldn't have read that one.
Yeah.
Well, Penguin Dynasty, I wish you the best, my friend. Can't eat or drink basically anything but 5 bland things.
That's a good move. You start like writing something that looks like
a
like legitimate question.
Yeah, battling. I thought it was like
the second sentence.
The second sentence
takes
the
a
second
big
line
turn.
took a huge turn. I thought it was like battling godforsaken terrible GI paint this weekend. But then the next line said tract disorder. Oh man.
Would have been a great weekend, but
but the GI Track disorder.
They sent us, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So yes, let's hit that like button. I think I have a little like subscribe button here. We go. Bing. If you guys like that, that'd be great. Bunkered Media, yeah, thank you. I'm hoping I'm gonna be good for Philly as well. I've actually been doing some light jogging around, kind of the last couple days, and by light jogging around, I mean chasing Sloan around and running in circles quite a bit. And I actually felt good because for the last 5 weeks, I've not been able to keep up with my 2-year-old daughter, which is kind of sad because it hurts and I'm in pain.
Are you fully good, you'd say now? Or?
Definitely not fully good. And I was actually, so I saw Robbie Pettinelli.
Yeah.
So
he had back issues.
Yeah,
really
so I actually talked to him. So Robbie Pettinelli, for those of you guys who been in the paintball game for quite a while, Robbie used to play out in North Carolina on Trauma, right? Moved out west to live the California dream. That was a big flop for him, but instead he joined the Navy SEALs, which is, I guess, would be a lot cooler and a lot more difficult to do.
Super dominant.
Yeah. And now he's a big time instructor down here in for the Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
But I was talking to him because I was mentioning that I have back issues as well, and well, not as well. I was mentioning to him that I hurt my back, and he's like, "Well, let me tell you about some back issues."
Yeah.
So I've got the L5, L this, and he's naming off all the vertebrae, and this thing's pushed 25% this way. There's a rupture in this disc, and there's that, and so he's got a lot of issues. And I kind of was like, okay, well, I know my back is not as bad as his.
Yeah.
And so now I feel like whatever I have it pales in comparison. So my question was, I go, all right, look, I wake up every morning and it feels like I just had like a really hard workout, or I got in a bad car accident.
Yeah.
Like I feel like every morning I'm so stiff and tight and like sore, and I have to like really get moving to get loose, which was not a normal part of my. You got that on your calendar, huh?
Oh yeah. I think it's automatic. It saves like every holiday.
Not on mine.
Yeah, I guess not.
Sure it is.
So if any of you guys,
if anybody wants,
we won't tell you, but you can look up what some interesting national holidays I guess are.
What month next month is?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow's the first day of the month of Pride Month, according to Kyle's calendar. So anyway, my I gotta pick some. I got a treat for us before we eat something terrible.
Okay.
I know I'm getting off topic here. We're gonna eat something good.
Okay.
So we're gonna roll into what we're gonna eat later.
Okay.
So anyway, Robbie was basically just telling me straight up when 10 years ago for him, but like 6 months ago or a month and a half ago for me, when you wake up in the morning and your pain level is at a 0 or a 1.
Yeah.
Right, and you're just like, oh, I feel a little stiff. All right, I'm good. Now the new norm for me is my basically your pain tolerance just increases slightly. So he's like, your new normal is going to be what it's like right now. Like it just your back just doesn't really get better.
I mean mine's still bad. And
and it's like
remember there was like that 3 months where I was like that,
debilitated, changing
the bed and like
and remember, it's kind of like eating the peanut butter challenge.
Yeah.
Right. The level was up here, but if you do that on a daily basis, it's just like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
This is where I'm at right now.
Yeah, Ryan and I were talking earlier today, and we're like, I wouldn't used to eat stuff like this, but now we've ate like live embryos, duck eggs, so I guess nothing's too bad. I suggested actually today that we eat those little like insects that are wrapped in candy, like the scorpion, cockroach, and crickets. So maybe we'll keep that on the back burner for the next time. But besides that, Mouse, Brandon, and I just went and did some drills this morning. We actually Fran at Victory Paintball Park opened it up and got us on the base and ran some drills on a Monday. So that was pretty good. Some one-on-ones and some like cardio strengthening drills. Which, I think also I contribute that to a lot of success that we had winning that last event, just, going and putting the extra work. You don't need a ton of paint, just shooting 1 or 2 balls at a target with a lot of repetitions is something that can help you guys immensely.
I'm just agreeing with you because I'm sure that what you just said was pretty insightful. Yeah. I missed all of that.
I was just saying that we went and play today and then...
I want to just do a quick shout out as I sat down to Colby Brown. We got a first timer here in the house. There you go. You get a nice little applause right there. Yeah. So now we do. Yeah. So and then we got the air horn. Always the air horn. And I listened to a couple air horns today just to make sure. Full volume, full tilt. It's fine. Yeah. It's totally fine.
The Wi-Fi is pretty good over here.
Yeah, we're zooming too. We might just have to move in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Tubba, I have definitely used CBD. The CBD stuff is really good for like a topical kind of like, I've got like a muscle ache, right? Like my shoulder's a little sore or something like that. And I think this is something that's a little bit more, a little deeper than anything else than just, but I did put some CBD cream on today. So, I'm up for anything.
I gave you or different stuff?
No, different stuff. That was what I was trying to put on Sloan. She was not having that. No. Sloan stepped on a bee under my watch, and I don't know if I got the stinger all the way out, but she was pretty pissed. So
was she going pretty crazy when it happened?
Yeah, wigging out crazy. But then
I haven't got stung by a bee since like I was that age. I think
I always get stung a lot when I was in like high school and stuff because we used to like hit hornets' nests and try to run away. Who can like.
That could be a good.
That's a fun
challenge.
That's a good challenge.
Yeah.
Which is actually you told him about the eating the bugs thing.
Yeah, I said that the idea could be those like cricket, cockroach, scorpion things.
Yeah, and I was like, I told myself I hated those. I would never eat them. But I go at this point once we've eaten a duck embryo.
Yeah,
like,
that's probably easy.
No big deal. No big deal. Shout out to Matterson C5 son. Welcome to the discounted merch perk. I appreciate that. And then just so you guys know who are watching this, one of these prizes that I'm going to give away is actually, I've already chosen who it's going to be, and it's somebody who commented on last week's episode. So I want to encourage everybody, because I know we get a lot of viewers, especially today, because I know people have a lot of family things going on, and some people are just been drinking too many natty ices to remember that it's 4 p.m. or 7 p.m. wherever you're at. And I want to make sure that everybody has a fair shake of winning, because that's what we're all about.
Yeah.
And so I'm doing a little thing. We're doing a little thing where if you shoot a comment, maybe a question, anything you'd like in the comment section of this video sometime during the week, and I'm gonna choose one of you guys. That way, everybody gets a chance, even if you're a subscriber or not. So yeah, I mean, I can't believe. Can you believe that Lori's not a subscriber to the channel? Wow. She doesn't support it. She doesn't. Lori doesn't even have the emojis.
Yeah.
She doesn't have all the cool stuff.
I think we have Alex. Nick Sloviak.
Yeah. That's Lori. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm just disappointed, I guess. We're just disappointed. So I forgot. This was also a little bit impromptu. The Eating Terrible Things Challenge, right? So usually we do it at the beginning or the end of the month, right? But we've already done one in May. But because today is technically the last day in May, I felt like today's challenge was very fitting for it to be Memorial Day. People are outside grilling and stuff, so I've got it. I don't
know what the challenge is either. Like Ryan didn't tell me. He's like, I got a good idea, and I would share it, and then he
no. It's in the freezer.
Okay.
So if you guys want to start guessing right now, you can. One person knows it, so someone sent it in.
He said my hair just gave up today. It did. I pretty much came straight from the paintball field.
So there's that. We've got the Eating Terrible Things challenge. I wanted to do it today. I was gonna do it next week, but like, I feel like the actual ingredients in this one are really gonna be indicative to like celebratory not 4th of July. We could redo it on 4th of July also, but like this is like the time you do it.
Okay.
It's like everybody's barbecuing. Anyway.
Shotgunning a beer.
Yeah, shotgunning a beer. So if you guys want to prairie oysters, no PQ, but we are going to do something along those lines for some of you guys. I don't think it's going to mess up our guts too badly, though.
Okay, that's a good thing. I have really not ate much today yet, so.
Well, you can start chewing on one of these. So I actually baked us.
One of those napkins over there.
I just baked us some treats. So we also just got laced up with a bunch of gluten. From the Wild Grains Company. And this is what came in the package, one of these things. There's a link in the description. I've only been eating the rolls, and the rolls have been outstanding.
I bet we could find some good food, interesting stuff at the World Market. They still have one in San Diego?
Yeah. I say we go there. I say we go there next month and just go in there and like, there's like dried like squid and prawns and stuff like that. So I wanted to give us something nice, like for instance the cheesecake company in Louisiana.
Oh, these taste like toaster strudels. You remember those?
I know. They look like it, right?
Yeah.
Blueberry something. Yeah, Spanky Snipes. I didn't actually make these. They came frozen in a little gift set.
This challenge is going great today.
Mm-hmm. So sometimes you got to eat something nice before you get knocked down and eat something gross. Oh, and then also on the show, wanted to talk a little bit. Where is it? Where are my notes?
JD, what's my challenge for the coin? You fly me out. I'll play you straight up 1 coin and also teach you for the day. $700, call it a deal.
Call it a deal. Does anybody out there have their coins? Has anybody been winning coins? I did see that Alex updated the Coin Duel page and got a couple of there's a couple of divisional guys that now are proud owners of gold coins.
Wow.
So I'll just announce this one right now. So Mr. Crahan, I'm not sure which one he gets. If it's I think it was the red one. I don't care. You can have either one. So Bart out of Arizona, who actually guessed everything right last week.
Yeah.
So so he's got a HORMESIS headband already. And in the fashion of announcing that everybody has been the community has been really nice and gifting and generous and like Seth Williams gave his up. So Bart said this. All right, I want to thank you guys, everybody, for being so honest with who won. I want to thank Alex and us for giving this out. So what he's going to do is he's going to give anybody who wants it a chance to win this headband right here. So,
really?
Yeah.
He's giving it away now.
Yeah. So now he's going to re-gift to a certain extent. In order to Bart, are you in here right now? I think Bart might be. He's in here. So basically, what you got to do is you got to show up to AZ Battleground. So if you live in North Carolina, if you live in Anchorage, Alaska, or if you're in Brunei, like some of our supporters are, you might have a hard time getting to Arizona this weekend.
Where's Brunei?
Brunei is, I believe it's just inside. It's like right next to Indonesia. I believe it's connected along that island chain. And I think it's above Australia.
Okay.
Like in between Australia and like when the tail of the thing. I don't know. You got.
It's like in between like Russia and Hawaii.
Kind of close in between Russia and Hawaii. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So basically, you got to get your hands on a silver coin from Alex Fragi. Go to HORMESISPaintball.com. Grab yourself a silver coin. If you already have it, good. Get out to Arizona AZ Battlegrounds at like the Wild West, high noon, and you guys are gonna do a best of 5 1-on-1s. And if you beat him, you get his headband. If you lose, he takes your coin. So that's how it's gonna work. And it's first come, first serve. Whoever wins it wins it. And I believe it's going to be his special headband that he has currently right now. See, there we go. Zul Ali, my man, right there. Shout out to Zul Ali, in between Singapore and Indonesia. So I was close. I'm sorry, Malaysia and Indonesia. Yeah, I was right there. I think I was actually off. What country is far east from there above Indonesia? That's
Antarctica.
Nope. Next to the Philippines. It's kind of like the Philippines scudder, like sprinkle into where Indonesia is on the northern side. Really good diving. Something else is over there. But yeah, Brunei's on the other side.
Okay.
If you're thinking about it. It goes like this. I like to talk with my hands a lot. So yeah, anyway, that's the island of Borneo. Is where Brunei is. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's where Brunei is. Yep.
You gotta get you guys on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
I think for my, this is off topic, but for my coin challenge, we have to play 20 1-on-1s.
Yeah. Do it.
20 1-on-1s in 1 hour.
I snatched a gold silver coin.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
When you went to that.
When I went to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He had 3 coins. And I was a little nervous because I haven't really played paintball in a while. I got a little stiff back. But I worked him best. I did 2 out of 3, got him both times.
That girl, when we were at the bonfire the other day, said she's from Minnesota. And I was like, isn't that where that Fargo show's from? She's like, yeah, but they filmed some in North Dakota. I'm like, okay. Well, it's based there, right? Like, Thank you. Got like a little bit offended by that comment.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, AZ Battle Zone, not Battlegrounds. Battle Zone. I get both of those, or I get the Wild West and the Battle Zone fields confused quite a bit out there in Arizona. As a matter of fact, for the combine, remember I was driving for like 45 minutes in the wrong direction, and then we go, this looks really different.
And we
were late.
Yeah.
And then we still were fine. And then I drove past it again the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a grand tour of Phoenix.
Of the greater Phoenix
area.
It
was a nice ride.
It was a nice ride, yeah.
Had good jokes. It was.
Yeah, nobody's paying attention. No one helped me drive.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was like, huh.
Marcelo in the front staring at his phone, but not.
Marcelo has never once. I've traveled hundreds of thousands of miles with Marcelo.
Yeah.
Not once has he ever helped me from the front seat.
I think that happened to us in Australia.
Yeah. For sure.
Me and him were in the car, and you're like, "Can you help?
Can you just
get
like,
I'll sit in the front and help you." And he's like, "No, I'm sitting in the front."
Yeah, he wants to sit in the front.
Yeah.
He wants to sit in the front. He doesn't get car sick. He just wants to sit in the front.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, we've got. So you guys went in practice. It was you, Brandon Cornell, and Mouse.
Mouse, yeah.
Let me ask you this: how easy was it to get on base?
So we went to the front entrance, and Alec drove. He didn't even say what we're doing. He just said, "I'm bringing these guys in the base," and I think maybe because those guards are closer to the beach, so they're more laid back, versus the other guys are basically in New Mexico on the other side. They're a little bit more uptight over there.
Sorry to everybody who's
unsure what we're talking about.
Who lives east of Highway 5 that intersects California.
Yeah.
Basically, if you live on one end, you're basically.
I didn't know. I mean, I've driven from the front
or far
gate, but we were just talking to Alex today, and he's like, Camp Pendleton is huge, like all the way up to San Clemente. He's like, sometimes if the 5's busy, I go on base and then drive up.
And I could be, you guys can correct me, but I believe it might be one of the largest, if not the largest, marine base.
I think he said something about Rhode Island. I don't know. I think he said it might be bigger than.
Oh, it's bigger than the entire East Coast. Yeah, but this is crazy. I always tell people on the East Coast, my geography is not great, but because I'm doing that clinic in Long Island. At Long Island Paintball in New Jersey, Long Island, New Jersey. I always tell myself I'm going to get better acquainted with the geography of the East Coast because there's Connecticut, which is the size of like this bedroom. Then you got New Jersey, which is half the size of Pacific Beach. And when you ask somebody like Mark's from New Jersey, Roy's from you ask them if you know this town. My whole family's from New Jersey.
Yeah,
they're like, never heard of it. I'm like, how's that possible? How's that possible? And then these people, and then next thing you know, there's Delaware.
Yeah.
And there's like a Maryland over there. All of that is confined into like, I don't know, 100 square miles or something like that, maybe. So, I agree with you. And Chuck LeBlanc, yes, I've done clinics in Canada. I've done a couple of them. One was at like Wild Bill's Paintball Park, I think.
Does anyone live in like North or South Dakota? I always wonder. Like, there's any North or South Dakotians out there?
I can actually.
What is it? They have college football, right? I think is big out there.
Well, a lot of places have college football.
No, I'm saying, but what? There's no other pro sports.
There's a lot of states that have no pro sports.
Yeah, but
does South Carolina have pro sports?
Or
is it just
maybe not?
Kentucky doesn't.
Yeah.
Nebraska doesn't. Kansas doesn't.
But I feel like
Kansas Wizards?
I guess.
No.
What is it? North Dakota has Mount Rushmore.
Okay, there we go. That's basically like a pro sports team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of highlights because I've never been there to either of the Dakotas, and I'm like, who lives there? Is there paintball there?
I will say though, because I was going through the list of all of our supporters, we're heavy in California. So shout out to everybody from California like us that supports us.
Florida maybe?
We're heavy in Arizona as well. We've got a lot of
North Carolina.
Michigan. Shout out to Michigan. I'll tell you what, we've got a lot of Michigan people out here. I knew the old Control F, and then let's see, Florida.
8.
Okay. Let's see, AZ 7. Look at this. And maybe it was just a 22 in Michigan.
Wow. Maybe you're also getting the Michaels. Because
I am also getting the Michaels, probably, yeah.
With the MI. I saw a Michael Cruz light up. That's where it's.
Oh, speaking of Michael Cruz, Michael Kreitz, who won a coin, or did he win a beanie? One of the two is unfortunately
Georgia,
Raleigh right here.
Wizard, Joseph Brake that won the really epic HORMESIS headband the other.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, give us a comment in here where you guys are from. Love to hear where you guys are from. So we got Michigan. There we go. Tabletop.
You have Georgia. Like a poppy seed on your forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Couldn't see it on there.
Yeah. Forehead. Yeah. Caracas, Venezuela. Yep.
Virginia.
Andrea Perez Cardona just became a mega support status member, so we thank you for your support there. An air horn. We're gonna read off also at the end just to give our mega support status members a shout
Salisbury Steak, Maryland.
Salisbury Steak, Maryland, New Brunswick, Canada, Idaho. I see Dynasty 18. We were just out there in Idaho, London, Ontario, Canada. We got a couple of Canadas out there. San Diego, living on Oahu. My man Thomas. Florida, New Jersey. There we go. Gabe.
I feel like there's a lot of Floridas.
I think there are a lot of Floridas. I think there's about 8.
By all the people that
unless we have a Florence and a Flavio and a Fleming in there. I can count them. I just was noticing it a little bit in there. But
NorCal probably is heavy.
Mm-hmm. NorCal, the greater LA area is also Sacktown right there, Cali. Mr. Gabriel Cifuentes, I have a question for you. Will you be at Long Live Paintball with me on July 4th? I'm also going to be doing a good amount of coin dueling as well. So get ready and get pumped for that. Oh, so now we hit about the halfway mark also. The way that I'm going to announce how we're going to give this headband away. The second headband that we have. So the first one, you have to show up at AZ Battlezone. Okay. Got it. And then you got to find Bart. He plays on Scottsdale Elevation. You got to come with a sack of coins.
Is Bart in here? I didn't see.
Yeah, he's in there. Yeah, okay. He's in there.
Bart, I saw your Instagram message earlier, but I was in a rush getting home from the field to get here, so I didn't get a chance to answer you back yet.
Mm-hmm. And then
but I believe it was about this.
Yeah, it might have been about this. But I got all those info and everything. So the next exacto right here. This one's actually cool. They changed up the packaging too. So it looks like this one right here.
The bottom of that package is cool too.
Yeah, it's got all the weapons on it.
It's like a game of Clue.
What is this? Is this a clock?
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know. It looks like a Lexus sign.
Maybe anybody know what that one is? Right there. So we've got the battle axe, the tomahawk, the ball and chain, the other mace, the
Alex
ninja star,
like saying clock in. He loves saying clock in.
Thor's hammer, trident, a spear. Does not have the arrow.
What's this weapon? I feel like this would be a fun one to use.
That's a mace. So this is a ball mace, and this is a chain mace, and this is
I'd be scared to use the ball mace.
It's like a nunchucks.
I feel like I would hit myself.
Yeah, you're gonna end up on like one of those.
Poppy seed.
Did I really?
Yeah.
I didn't get it, huh?
There you go. Yeah, I feel like that would be a little dangerous.
Oh, this is the numerology. Is that what this is? Or it could be a shield. Yeah, it might just be a shield. The Hope Light shield. If it's the clock, it's the numerology. I like the numerology one. It's pretty cool. Arrow is at the end? No. This is not an arrow. This is the spear.
Michael Cruz, yes, on my headbands, we are very close, working on a little bit of packaging things right now. But I have a picture. I can show you a little sneak peek here. This is not going to be where the logo is, but I will show it to you guys so you can see a little sneak peek of what we got going on.
You can send it as long as it's not one of those fancy files that Alex does, and I can pop it up.
I noticed that my photo is sent like that to my computer, and I had to,
you have to change it to
PNG.
You
can do it.
No, you just change it in your settings.
Yeah,
it's the way that your phone takes and stores the actual photos.
You want me to
whatever you want to do? Take a screenshot of it on your phone. That way I don't have to do all that because it bogs down the memory. We're working on a computer still that Sloan poured an entire glass of water on. If you guys have been around with us for a long time, and then after that, it is also about 14 years old, which is actually probably older. This computer might be older than some of our viewers right now. So that's actually kind of.
Did you bring your iPad, by the way?
No, I forgot it.
Yeah, so we couldn't. It's hard to put anyone on.
Yeah, I know.
I guess we could do it here, but
yeah, we could do it there if you want.
Right.
Well, I didn't Do they think this is an X-Acto knife, guys? Nope. This is not an X-Acto knife.
That's definitely not an
This is not an X-Acto knife. This is a spear.
I don't know which one of these is going to be your computer, but try them both.
Yep.
There we go.
Accept. All right, so we are going to save that to downloads. We're going to bring it up right here. So this, you guys can keep, we're talking about this one right, whoa. That right there.
That's a head of a spear.
That's a tip of a spear, guys. There we go. Dynasty 18's only 12 years old, so my computer is officially 2 years older than he is.
It showed up as a JPEG.
This thing did?
Yeah.
Okay. It's all right with me. It's all right with me. Okay, so we are going to pop up on the screen.
So at least you guys can see here what the tags are going to look like. The person that's making them for us right now kind of put them in the wrong area. So we're just kind of going through a little bit of the sampling stuff. But pretty much these are going to be the first two designs here. But we're gonna play with what area the labeling is on them. But just so you guys can get a nice look there. We're going with pretty thick material, really high quality material. But those are kind of what the branding is gonna look like there. Just working on a couple last little things with packaging and getting all that stuff set up. But we are very close. I'd say probably the goal is to have everything done before the next event. So we should have them by then for you guys.
Very, very cool. Yeah, I saw some of the packaging also.
Yeah,
which I think is a cool idea too.
Yeah.
You know, like, and then limited releases.
Yeah.
Very limited releases. That's a good one as well. Kind of keep that in the family of like just like I said, you don't want to like bog down. And,
yeah.
Like oversaturate the market, right? So yeah, I like Kevin Gorchitsky said. I have underwear that old. Mr. Joseph Hernandez missed the mark on being able to get one. Well, Joseph, just so you know, and I'm glad that you are here on the show right now, Alex does from time to time give them away, and actually we are going to give away this one on the show today. We're not going to give out. So Alex just had his baby. So congratulations to Papa Al right
Sebastian.
there. All right, we're going to have to figure out a new way to give this thing away because that was now officially...
Why didn't you tell me? You got to like give me some warning, like write it on the paper, like, hey, this is going to be a thing. Like, you can't just say congrats on Alex's new baby.
All right, well, we'll get creative on how to give away this headband.
You can still use it. I don't think they heard me.
Did anybody hear what Alex's baby's name is? We were actually playing... Yeah.
Why didn't you text Alex?
No, because that was the best part. Because I had everybody's got it. Yeah, nope, didn't hear a thing.
Smart.
So anyway, today's trivia question was going to be, can you name Alex's his new son's name?
Well, I guess I got the headband.
Alex was super excited, or Kyle was super excited, so here's the headband, buddy.
I was excited because it's like one of my favorite names. So I thought it was cool.
Brent, did Alex eat? He must have eaten a lot of those orchid tubes then. He had to have been. He had to have. So don't worry about it. I'll still make sure we figure out a way to give this away. And to Joseph Hernandez, we might just throw this on the wheel.
I'll text Alex
if he wants to do another one. We've got a couple of prizes.
I'm gonna try to find them
next month we do also have. We still have that carbon backpack to give away. That's going to be given away maybe next week or the week after. Then we also have a pair of push goggles that we're going to be giving away next month as well. So these are member-only giveaways that we are going to be doing. So yeah, you want to keep that. So Seth Williams, well, yeah, everybody wants me to throw it on the wheel. Now, we can't give away the farm every single week on the wheel. I mean, we can, but we want to make sure that that these things stay rare. And if we're just spinning the wheel, that's the reason we're not calling Alex, really, is because we got to have them slow and pump the brakes on giving away all these headbands. But as a lot of you guys know, if you do get the silver ticket in my raffle, then you win one of these headbands anyway. And I have it at home. It's actually a very special headband. So I'm going to show that off on the show next week before I ship it out. The headband that I do have from Alex that's going to be going to the silver ticket winner of the raffle that I just did is the Professor series. It's so that one's named after
from and one.
No, it's named after Tim Montresor. His nickname was the Professor.
Oh yeah.
So it's one of the new HORMESIS headbands that came out. Before we jump into the wheel and spin some stuff and all that, what did you guys work on today? If you want to share some of the kind of stuff that you do to stay sharp.
So I was kind of explaining that to you guys a little bit earlier, but this was actually something, and Mouse brought it up today too, because I was like, I wasn't also even sure like what the back situation is going on or when Camille was coming home, so like didn't know if he wanted to go or you know. But what we did is actually something that Ryan did with Mouse, one of the first weekends they did it, but that like pretty strenuous drill.
The dive up, slide.
Well, where you're shooting 3 targets and you basically you're using only one ball and a target that's not very big, and you're changing different lengths of it, and you go through about 12 to 13 movements, and you guys can come up with this on your own, but you're basically going to like simulating about 3 bunkers where you're going snapping it on both sides, shooting a ball on the move to the next spot, and we do that basically from like 20 yards away from the target, then 30 yards, then 40 yards, and then 50 yards, and we go through it twice each, and then you go back. So it's really takes a lot of your stamina.
So physically,
yeah, and so
engaging.
It's already hard to hit the target with one ball, so it's really forcing you just in general, like all you guys that are playing paintball, you're playing because you do like the competitive side of it. So if you're not able to hit the target, even just shooting a pole, like it can be frustrating. So it simulates, you know, what those long matches where you're just completely gassed, but you still need to take accurate shots. That's something that, you know, we do a lot, focus on a lot at the beginning of the day, something that like completely drains you. And then today we do this a lot of like a push and hold. So you have like an insert bunker.
Oh, right.
Yes, like the Utah for you guys, which we use today. And you're mirrored up with the other player, and one person's job is to completely not let you get into that outside tape bunker, whether it's the snake or the Dorito. And then the other person has to try to force the person in.
And that's a 2-on-1.
Well, it's a 1-on-1 drill.
A 1-on-1 drill.
Yeah,
isn't there another guy on the cross or
no?
No.
No. It's just a one-man head-up drill where you're trying to put the other guy in. And then what's also cool about this, that a lot of you guys should know already or be doing, is like sometimes when you get put in, there's that fine line where you can peel off and shoot where that player is going. So that was a big thing that we worked on. And then kind of some break shooting and running shooting where you're not shooting directly out of the back center. You have to move out to an insert spot and get your gun up like on a guy running to the corner.
Got it. Oh, I see.
That's
a tough one.
Yeah, and it was like a up like
up a little bit.
You know, like where the cans and the towers usually are. So they had to go around like the Utah.
Right, you had to go out and up and up, around and up. I like the drill where you kind of dive and slide. And actually, I think we talked about this on the show a while ago when I was making fun of Mouse. I'm like, because he's like, oh, I could do it way faster. I'm like, yeah, but you miss all the shots.
Yeah.
Right. So there's also like that's a huge factor, right? And that's a big thing with running and shooting.
Yeah.
And especially you'll see in the combine drill. So if you ever do the combine challenge drills, the running and shooting one, you'll notice there's like a fine line right there where you can kind of push it, where the faster you go, the more targets you miss.
Yeah.
You're going to make it there quicker, which is also why I tell a lot of people when you're running out to corners, it's like when we coach the Knights and all them, they're like, well, should I run and shoot to this corner? We're like, no, look at how big this lane is.
Yeah.
Like, what's the advantage? Talk probabilities, right?
Sure.
So you're thinking about the probability. My chances of hitting you and making it to the corner are a lot lower than me just diving straight in there. Like, there's a good chance I might get shot if I'm running and shooting. Now, if there's a wide open gap or the back center is like 10 feet up where you can put a big squeeze on those guys, then it's worth it to run and shoot. But you're more likely to make your spot if you sprint straight there. So when I always preach, like, you alive is more important than the other guy dead. Yeah. So under that kind of idea, you know, you want to know, like, okay, how quickly can I run while I'm still being accurate? Yes. And then if you know that the faster, like, as fast, if you're running full speed and shooting, you're not accurate, then what's the point of shooting?
Sure. I actually, like, I don't want to toot my own horn too much here, but, like, we did drills on this last field shooting out to the same corner, and I was, like, 10 to 15% more accurate than everyone, and they're like, you need to do that every time you're going to the corner. So I that's something I love doing, and I don't even go anywhere near a lot of times my top speed because I don't want to sacrifice that accuracy.
Because
like,
otherwise you're just spraying downfield with your fingers crossed.
Like, for you guys, if you get like 2 or 3 feet out of the box and a person that has to shoot at you is pretty exposed, if you can go with enough accuracy, you're going to make that person flinch. You're also going to get a chance to shoot at them. And then if you are a quick guy, like myself, that is my time instantly to explode to get to that spot. So I'm protecting myself with an accurate shot. I'm giving myself a chance to shoot that person, and then exploding through the rest of that move.
So you're going to shoot through the first 10 steps gap, or like the 5-step gap. Get that balls up and then explode out.
For sure. Yeah. It was kind of, it was like the only, the game was over at World Cup when you guys were up so many points, but what I had to start doing to try to shoot you going up the middle, like edging out, not quite at the Aztec, but like trying to edge out a little bit, put paint on you, and then dive to get away from the lane.
And actually that's actually brought up a really good point, and I want to say I've probably addressed this before, but when I first started coaching and this is true for a lot of divisional guys, right? And this has been an age-old problem for us. We've talked about it on the show. Is like a lot of times divisional coaches and divisional players be like, we gotta you up. If you're running with your gun down, what are you even doing on the field? You always have to have your gun up. Which is great and true if you are accurate. If you're just running down the field and you're spraying all over the place, then what's the point of having your gun up? Right? And that kind of goes back to what I was saying, is the faster you go. But a lot of people, they just run and shoot, and they won't put in a lot of the time. Like, Mouse is really good at running and shooting. J-Rab is really good at running and shooting. There's guys that are specifically really excel at running and shooting. Tyler's extremely good. The Russians.
Remember that tournament Karslev and Smochov were going out? You hadn't got shot the whole time.
You're
like, who's shooting you? Dude, like, the front guys.
Those guys are shooting me. And that's a really good point. And if you guys are running shooting to all your spots, and you every so often get dinked out, and there's nobody else on the other side of the field ever walking off, then you got to understand what the probabilities are and understand whether you're more valuable dead or alive. Right? So put your gun down and get to your spot. And when I first started coaching the Savage guys, this is funny because like they hated to like dive on the ground. They always wanted to be running and shooting somewhere. And I'm like, what are you guys even shooting at? Like, you're running and shooting at the corner guy? So I had to do a rude awakening for him. I'm like, all right, here. All of you guys run and shoot all the way down there. And I'm going to sit in this corner and I'm going to pepper you the entire time. Obviously, I never got shot once, and I just shot the hell out of all of them. Right? And I'm like, all right, not a single ball went anywhere near me, so let's do this. We're going to work on running and shooting, but in the interim, run and dive into all your spots so you guys are alive more often. Rather than like trying to like squeeze off a ball on a guy that's on the opposite corner. So it's just spray and pray. Steve is absolutely right. So, and Jay Stu, slow and steady does win the race sometimes, but you gotta be able to get down and be explosive.
A couple of things that too I always see a common issue is like people will put someone in, like going from a Dorito to another Dorito, and they're slowly trying to go creep to the next Dorito, shooting at that person inaccurately, and it's like you had that one chance where he already went in.
Get in there.
Just explode. Like you already got. If you're halfway out of the bunker and any moment he flinches, I mean that was a good example. It happened today. Brandon was in this bunker and he's the hold, and I'm trying to edge him because he's peeled off so I can't see him. He's just shooting the cut, and then once to the point he like stopped to come over top to switch lane, and then I just went through instead of trying to shoot him.
So I mean, I think that's like something that's a huge takeaway. Is you alive 9 times out of 10 is more important than the other guy dead.
You want the free. You want the free kills. Like, I mean, this is something Rusty was big on me about this, but I always wanted to like fight guys in the back. He's like, just put them in if you need to, but that's the only time. Go up there, shoot those other 3 guys, and then you don't need to get engaged in all these gunfights.
Yep.
You want those free kills up the field.
You want the free kills up the field. Stop trying to shoot guys from in the open. Now, if you can, like, I mean, Tyler will jump and shoot people one-handed sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't teach that. Right? Like, I'm like, you guys, that's something that you got to work on your own. Tyler's a whole other
freaking nature.
Nature, exactly. So, so just get to your spot and be in there. Let's see, Seth Williams. has a question for y'all. A 1v2, our guy has the D corner versus a guy in Dorito 2 and a guy in the Dorito wing. He should stay in the corner and hold, correct? So basically you're playing on the Dorito tape, so it's a 2-on-1 in the tape. So yeah, if you're in the corner, and I don't know Dorito wing exactly where it is, so maybe they're just in set. So if the field's here and we have one here, and then the other guy's just kind of in set on the 50. Yeah, you want to try and contain them. I think is a really good idea. You don't want that wing guy to slide out on the other side of the field where they can put the pinch on you right there.
Yeah.
Just try to keep the pressure and always monitor the most immediate threat. Okay, so keep that guy honest, but always make sure that if that wing guy goes wide, it becomes a lot more difficult.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if you're in that situation as the Dorito corner guy and those two guys have lined themselves up both, and this was for anyone on the field, but if they line them up together, that makes your life way easier. So you're going to put yourself at a disadvantage if you spread and you allow them now to have an angle on you. But if they line up, it's basically you're kind of like playing a one-on-one because they're both in line. It's a lot easier for you to switch bunkers than it is if you're playing two guys that are on either side of the field pinching you in.
And yeah, just so we're back on that roll-off idea, there is Marcelo does have a roll-off drill on the BKI library. And with that being said, also we're going to start doing BKI on the BKI site. We're going to be answering a question out of the comment section. Lori, one of the people are in the chat that are not supporters of ours, at the one that says Lori Miller in here, that's gray, in the chat box. She's going to be taking some notes, and we're going to address each person 1 week at a time, saying, this is from the Spick Span Show. This is the drill that I think would best help and answer your question.
Sure.
So someone asked about a one-on-one question specifically because they want to start winning some coins. And we have a ton of gunfighting drills and stuff on BKI, but I think the best one to do to use is Rusty's masterclass on the one-on-one. That's got like everything you need because everybody knows we need to work on our snap shooting, our gunfighting, and all this and that. I've got a bunch of gunfighting drills coming out also, but more importantly, you just need to understand how to play the one-on-one in to begin with.
Sure.
So
yeah. It's funny, right? Brandon and I on the way, we were talking about the art of a one-on-one, how many like factors there are to it on the way home, because it's like you can move around a lot, but you're giving the other person a chance to shoot you, and if you get the advantage and you don't shoot that person, now you're wasting a lot of energy.
Right.
It's kind of like boxing or something.
Yeah,
like if you're just gonna throw a bunch of punches and it wasn't effective, like you just completely drain yourself. And then
let's talk about the couple of coins that have been won and lost already that we've seen. So we watched Mouse and Yosh play. Yeah. Right? Yosh went to the snake corner and sat there the whole time. Mouse was dancing around in the back, trying to do this, trying to do that, putting him in from really far away, and then got clipped sliding in. Yeah. Then Alex Frazier and Brandon Cornell played, and Alex is like, I'm coming for you, and got to like his side of the field, which is actually uncharacteristic of Brandon because Brandon usually moves quite a bit. He plays a lot like I do. Yeah. Where I want to like get in, I want to put you in and try to like sneak
into another spot,
which is good and bad. Like I understand the weakness in my method is if I take a quick slide and like get down and I go low at all, I lose you. Yeah. And now I'm like, how many times have you seen a one-on-one where both guys are like, like he had to have moved, and the other guy's like, he had to have moved. Like, where is he? You know? So there's a bunch of different ways to do that, and it's, you got to find what method works the best for you. Sure. And if you're extremely good, if you excel at gunfighting in close quarters, get as close to as you can to that person and try to snap them out from there.
Like A-Rod, someone you want far away.
Keep A-Rod back.
You don't want A-Rod close up to you because he's really, really nasty at snapshots.
Yeah, if you're within 20 feet, you're hurting.
Yeah.
So you want to hit Jesus's here. Why don't I'm gonna go get the other challenge that we have going on here.
Okay.
So we can hit that right now, and then we'll spin the wheel. But you want to answer what's some advice for a snake player from Jesus?
Is there maybe? I mean, there's a good conversation can go. Do you want to have anything like specific as far as? Yeah, I'll let Ryan go get that while we work on this question.
Everybody wants to throw in a comment of what they think we might be eating.
Another thing I was going to say, someone earlier wrote, what drill do you think most people overdo? I honestly think people mainly don't do enough drills and focus too much on just scrimmaging and not working on their fundamentals. But I think, people, like you guys said, shooting poles, that's something that I don't think is that bad, as long as you're making it a little tough on yourself. One nice little drill that I like to do that's really, really easy to do is like purposely, if you're lined up to shoot a target, you purposely miss it like 4 or 5 feet to wherever on the target, and then instantly after you see that ball come out, you shoot another ball immediately right after and try to recorrect that shot. And that's something that I love to do, and I think it's a really easy setup. But I was saying, like, I don't know if I've told you this drill that I do, but like you're shooting a target and you purposely miss it, and as that ball is coming out, you try to correct it instantly on the next ball.
Okay.
So it's like simultaneously, like you already know it's gonna miss, but you're trying to read how far it's on the miss so that the second shot can be like coming.
Is it on the snap shoot like 1, 2?
Yeah, so you'll be like, you can do it with a pole, anything. You shoot, it's like 1 and then the second one immediately. Or
interesting.
Post it up on a target and then shooting a target that's like, if a guy had to make a quick move with 2 balls really fast, is another great one. Someone earlier said, what's a drill that you think people overdo? And I think that it's just playing paintball. And people don't do enough drills. Yeah,
that's basically what it is. A lot of people, and we've said this before too, is a lot of people they don't understand that when they are struggling with a specific skill set, right? Like, oh, I mean, I'm missing this guy, right? I missed him. I'm going to get him next time.
Sure.
Right? You don't understand how to recreate that situation, the scenario, and so you're just kind of going out there and getting reps and going. I mean, you might not even be thinking like, oh, hopefully this happens again. So you get yourself into a position you're like, oh, we struggle at 3-on-3s.
Yeah.
Well, the next game you go out, you lose, 4-1, like a 4-on-1, and then you win a 5-on-5, like you're just dominating a team, and then you maybe get yourself in another 3-on-3 closing drill that was struggle again.
Yeah.
Only one more time throughout the day, and then that you've used up your entire day, and you're like, okay, cool. Well, I'm just gonna put that in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
What you need to do immediately is just deconstruct the situation and go, okay, here's where I struggled. Here's where the team struggles. This is what we need to now work on. Play our 3 or 4 points. Go and do some drills if you have the opportunity to do so. And then come back and you recreate those drills, and then you come back and you try to execute when you get into that situation again later. So I think that is good. Jay Mikowski put our clinic through a good 1v1 drill. So yeah, that's actually just called the one ball check-in drill. So that was a dynasty drill from 2002 or so when we did our very first Dynasty Dissected. It's called the one ball check-in drill, and that's a really good one. Now, I love teaching individual skill sets and drills and stuff like that. Now, because they've become very readily available online, oftentimes I breeze through a lot of those things in our clinics, and that also depends on the size of the clinic. If we have 25 guys, I don't want everybody just lining up and doing a one ball check-in drill, because then the last guy to go is usually waiting for 20 minutes before he gets on the field. Same thing with running and shooting. So a lot of that snap shooting stuff you can emulate and recreate. It's literally like, you don't really need me to stand there and go, you're doing this right or wrong. Like, you kind of know because you're either hitting the guy or you're not. What I like to focus on more, and I pivoted, and this is kind of also what Marcelo does, is he does a lot more situational stuff. Mm-hmm. Gets more guys playing in together, and then I can individually pull someone off and be like, okay, hey, look, come on over here.
Sure.
Let's do this. At the Minnesota clinic, there's a girl there named Ashley, and she was not confident. I go, what do you think you're not confident in? What was the issue do you feel like you're having? And she's like, well, I don't know, everything. And I go, well, just pinpoint it to one thing. She's like, well, I don't have any confidence. And so what it boiled down to was her gun skills were super sloppy. Mm-hmm. So what I did was, in between all the points where everybody was playing, I had her stand on the side and snap shoot cones, and over and over and over and over and over again. And then I made her do it against all the guys in the clinic.
Yeah.
So she did it for like a 4-on-1 snap shooting where they're in different spots. She went 50-50 there.
Yeah.
Went 50-50 the next time, and was doing it way better than she did before. But that's where we're here for, is to help mold you into that spot rather than to kind of watch you guys do repetitious drills.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a group of 10 guys or 12 guys, then we'll definitely work a lot more on those individual drills. I just don't like the people waiting around at all.
Yeah. I mean, you guys too, when you have the ability to go shoot some targets, it's amazing. Like, just today's a perfect example. We're shooting these really small cones, and when you start out, you might hit 50% out of the 16. with depending how good your paint is, whatever. But you'll see through the progression, an hour later of continuously doing this, you're hitting like 75%, like way higher percentage. It's nice to watch that progression and go like, oh, that actually see the change happen, because I would almost bet, you know, any amount of money if you guys went out there for 2 hours straight, what you did in that first hour versus your accuracy in the second hour is going to be substantially stronger.
Oh yeah, big time.
Just muscle memory. And then that goes and shows you like from that micro level, like on the macro level, okay, well now let's look at my paintball career as a 5 to 10 years. If I do all this work, it's just going to get that much better. And that's like, you know, going back to, we mentioned A-Rod, that's something A-Rod grinds into the dirt. He'll stay at the field for 10 hours by himself and just shooting targets. And one of the reasons his shot is so nasty is because of that. But just really quick, going back to that two drills I think are not done enough are close quarter snap shooting, because everyone hates it. Is you're getting your knuckles blown off and maybe getting shot in the head. That's not fun, but that is a really, really good drill because it forces you to fix what you're doing really quick because you don't want to keep getting shot. And then 2-on-1s, we said it a lot. Like,
yeah, those are tough. It's tough to jump in there.
It's tough, yeah. But if you really challenge yourself and be that one player, it'll help settle your nerves. For me, I think the 2-on-1 drill is great for your the mental game and being comfortable in the chaos.
And to answer Matt Reynoso's question, how long do you guys recommend drills be done before or after practice? You know, the morning warm up, if you guys can, it's always good to get a warm up drill or two in. Maybe do some breakout shooting, maybe do some snap shooting, and just a little bit of gunfighting here and there to kind of like get yourself ready and amped up to get into the clinic, or sorry, into the practice. At the end of the day, again, if you can recreate, or throughout the middle of the day, if you can recreate some of the scenarios that you found yourself struggling with, then you should do that. And then it also depends, you know, on if you can get free time on the field. That's a big factor, right? When victory was booming, Kyle and I had to go out there at 1 p.m. when the dust had settled because we didn't have a team to play with and we were just doing some drills together. And so that's kind of what we did right there.
Jesus, to answer your question, you know, I think a lot of the other guys in here helped you out with should you go straight to the snake or the bunker before that. I mean, it's very highly dependent on what the field layout looks like. Like if you can make it every time, fine. Then probably just keep going. But you know, I would look for a lot of different routes. Like you don't always have to follow that same path to say they want you to go to the snake a lot. Like look, sometimes you can go around the corner into the snake, or go out to the corner and stop for a second and be able to come right on the inside. There's a lot of switching your routes up is one of the biggest things. Like it's funny, Brandon was telling me, he's like, there was a time like 10 years ago when I was on the Pirates D2 and we were playing you guys as the Ironman, and you slid out to this spot like kind of right in front of the corner, and then you just ran straight in the snake, and we called it the Spick, and I did it for the whole tournament and we won. Which was funny. He just told me that story, like he never told it to me before. But,
that is good.
There's a lot of different like little blind spots you can find, and you know, I don't know if going to the snake every single point is going to be. It's not. That's super. It's a lot of longevity there.
Yeah, unfortunate roll of the dice by the coach to hopefully get you in there and win a game. But I don't know if that's always the move. If you can make it there every time, that is one thing that we always say is if you're making it there, like get there, keep going. Right?
JD, you said as a front player, how do you know which gunfights to take and which to leave? I mean, that could be a long conversation, but I think a simple thing is, and we talked about this like 2 shows ago, when you have a side blown out. So you should try to minimize, especially if you're 5 up and you're at an advantage, you should try to minimize those gunfights because they're not worth that risk. You're looking for those gunfights just to help you progress up the field. As you get farther up the field where you have more shots on the guys on the opposite side of the field, you're looking for those shots more than trying to fight those guys right in front of you, whether it's the other front player or the person that's backing him up. you only deal with those early, and then you're looking for those cross field shots, and you'll deal with them a little bit later. But that is kind of tough. Like you know, if you're all the way into a 50 Dorito or 50 Snake, and the next closest person to you is like one of those insert spots that's close to the back center, if you can get that advantage and win that gunfight, that is something that can be extremely beneficial, because now you have a huge advantage of pinching the team out and not letting them fill out. So those are kind of, you know, other good times when you might want to engage a little bit more. But it's really dependent on a lot of factors that we could go about a while. Or if the team's coming down the other side, you got to gunfight and try to win your side. So it's, yeah, he was smirking over here. Ryan keeps smiling the food.
All right.
Are we gonna need a puke bucket?
You're gonna need some condiments, probably.
Okay.
Maybe it's your choice. Does anybody want to take? Do you want to take a guess at what we have?
No, I don't like to think about it until it's at all, even when I see it.
So for those of you guys who are not regulars here on the show, I know we have some new first-time members here.
Did you blend up a bunch of food and freeze it?
Kind of.
I kind of feel like that's what you did.
Kind of.
Ryan loves a blender.
No, but I didn't want to ruin the blades.
Oh.
And get like this.
Okay.
Anyway, so this actually, where did it come from? Chris McCoffney for today's Eating Terrible Things challenge. This came up randomly. I actually think that he might have just sent this to me, and he didn't even know that we do Eating Terrible Things challenge. He sent it to me like yesterday or something. He was like, "Hey, we should eat some of this." And I'm like, "What?" That was strange. But so we've got our challenge for today. I'm also going to be spinning the wheel here. 3 times. Wow, Roadhead is very close to what he almost got it. So what we have here, this is inspired by a great old-fashioned American hot dog. So it's a hot dog popsicle.
How do you even get that thing to stay together?
Well, so you're going to get the yellow one.
Oh, that looks awful.
Come on, baby.
A hot dog popsicle.
Come on, get out of there. I don't know how you get out of here.
That one looks like it might be.
We just got to get him out.
Mine looks like it's stuck in there, and I don't have to eat it.
No. This is gonna be good.
Here, so I can take that one if you want. I know how to get it out.
You know how to get these out?
Yeah.
No, there's a little push button on the top. You don't want to drip too much of that.
Oh, I thought this was ice here and I could pull it.
So it's all look at everybody. So well, I don't think you're gonna dodge a bullet here, but here, use this. So this is actually funny. We can use this to pull it out. So Kyle stepped on my sunglasses 2 weeks ago, last week. Stepped on my sunglasses, and this is basically what was left of them right here. But luckily, we've got a lifetime.
Maybe you just gotta like
lifetime
warm
membership.
up the edges.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I've been kind of warming them up. We need to get in here.
So you're gonna put my foot stomped sunglasses in there?
Oh, here we go. I got this one. This one's coming.
It's awful.
How are you supposed to get these things out? I mean, they're supposed to stick on this little thing. Well, oh. Okay.
I mean,
Here,
we probably shouldn't get that on the floor in here.
We'll wipe it up. Here, let's just bang it on this thing.
Wait, why don't you just do the...
Oh, the plate?
Yeah.
I think it's coming. All right, so while we do this... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here.
Ugh.
So, while we enjoy this American-fashioned...
Wait, so what did you... Is this water?
Yeah, it's the water that comes out of the bottom of the hot dog when you boil it. Just give it a shot.
I know, I'm just trying to... What else is in here? Oh. It has like nice a kind of nice taste, but
the consistency is way off.
Yeah, let's put some ketchup on there. I might need
it's super salty.
I might need a bun. You don't got any frozen buns?
Or if you get an actual full bite in there.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
Huh. Penguin Dynasty. He's jealous.
What if these were what if these ended up being like really good and then we had a $1 million idea?
Well, unfortunately for us, we're not going to be millionaires off of this one. But it's actually not that bad. Oh. It's so weird.
The ice is not very good. It's a...
Well...
Wait, someone sent you hot dogs or popsicle sticks?
Someone sent me the idea.
Oh, okay.
And sent me a thing and I was like, "Ew, this is gross." And then I go, "Wait a minute, ding, light bulb! I've got a great idea."
He eats them?
I don't know. I think he might eat them. So, stop eating it, as he says. I'm not the worst thing that we've eaten, that's for sure.
Well, you got a spinning wheel.
Where?
Oh, it was on yours. It stopped on mine for a second.
Mm.
You guys can still see it, all right?
Okay. So I was at the hot dogs here. And then I went gourmet with it, so I froze some mustard in there, as you can see, down here in the middle. You can see that. And I put some pickled cabbage in there. Whew. Yeah.
This is just weird a little bit.
Just strange, huh? It tastes like a cold hot dog.
Yeah.
But I used the water from this genius, right? I used the water, like I boiled it in a little bit of water.
From his pool?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wish it was water from the pool. That's just probably better than this. Okay. While Kyle enjoys his his hot dog popsicle, we're gonna jump over here to the wheel and we're gonna spin it for let's spin it right off the break for the we're gonna go with the lanyard with the with the pin, and it's going to come with I think an Alex Fragy card. Yep, it's gonna come with an Alex Fragy card. So this one is going pin.
I love that you guys always say stop eating it, because that's how I feel.
So we'd love to hear from everybody what we think we should eat on the next one, because obviously we take your comments to heart. But also, quick announcement before we get into the spinning. For the month of June and moving forward, we're gonna give you Super Mega Support Status members an extra little bonus. And if you guys send me pictures of your face or you playing, we're gonna put a little emoji. If you have a logo, I'm gonna create special emoji logos for you guys, so they're gonna be in the chat section. So you guys are gonna have your own logo. You know, like we all know, we got the Alex Fragy emojis in there that are firing. So if you guys want to be immortalized like Alex Fragy, make sure I have a picture of you guys, and I'll throw it in there. I know it could be your team logo, like SoCal Blaze. And Steve Frazier has sent me that in the past. Could be a picture of you guys playing, sliding, whatever. You're gonna have your own emoji. So as I get those things, I'm gonna put those things up in there. So if you guys are Super Mega Support Status members, or if you'd like to upgrade or join, you can click that button, the join button down below, and upgrade the status. And also we will be working on some new gifts. We've got a couple of gift ideas in the works, working with HORMESIS and with Island Designs on getting you guys something new, something cool every month. All right, so let's jump over to the wheel really quickly, and this one is for the...
Someone asked, was curious on what brand hot dogs you got.
I don't know. They were super dusty frozen hot dogs that were in my freezer for a long time. They were chicken and pork hot dogs. Beats the hell out of me. All right, here we go. You know when the hot dogs get frozen and like there's like that freezer frostbite around them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I just did. Oh, Brian, Liam, dude, man.
It's a good name.
I know, I like that.
Liam, dude, man.
Liam, dude, man. Alrighty. So
we've already ate cat
food. Yeah, that was just randomly cat food. Randomly.
Yeah.
And that other challenge, that was pretty funny as well. All right, Liam Dude Man, you are the winner of this little satchel that is going to be coming your way. Make sure I have your address if I don't already. And then the second satchel, which has very similar product stuff inside of it, it's going to have the NXL one. This one is actually going to be going to Mr. Robert Tyson. Robert Tyson commented on the last video that we had, and I just wanted to entice everybody who's watching this from home at a later time, especially on this episode, to comment, like, share, and enter in your chance to win something else that's cool and signed.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that. 2 more card packs. Oops, this is going with what's he getting there? He's getting Alex Frazier in this one. So 2 more card packs that are coming out right now is a Marcelo Margot paired with Yosh Rao, and an Alex Frazier paired with Marcelo Margot. Both of them signed.
And a hot dog on a stick.
And a hot dog on a stick coming your guys' way.
Here, throw that in that package.
You might get the card right. I might not get a good rating. Well, it would if you sent it to the Spick Span guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Seth, did Mr. John Grable claim his
goat blood soup? That's gonna be a hard pass.
Ken Powell, to get on the wheel, you need to join. So you just got to subscribe to the channel, and then you have to join the channel and pick a membership. Down below, there's 3 types of memberships available, and you could choose all the support that you guys give us. We really appreciate, and it's going to go towards making the show have a higher production value, getting Kyle a watch so he can be here on time.
I have a watch. I just always forget to charge it.
Getting him some ginkgo and Balboa Bogans pills to help his brain function and memory.
Before we get some little mix-up here, I see some Seth Martin. That's me. I changed my name. I don't know if this is a joke or...
Seth Martin changed his name to who?
Oh, no. Maybe it was a joke.
Oh. No, he did not hit you up. So if Mr. John Grable does not hit up Seth Martin by next week's show, we are going to re-gift that HORMESIS head wrap that he so graciously...
Seth Martin says...
It's Liam Dude's son.
Liam Dude Man.
Okay, great. All right. Seth Martin is Liam Dude. Liam Dude.
That was my name originally, but I changed it back to my actual name.
Aha. So if you guys change your names on there, I got to know that so I can update the thing, because I believe that both Liam Dudeman and Seth Martin.
We might have to do some extra research on this one, though. I don't know if I'm fully convinced.
Okay. All right, we're going to jump over to the wheel right now. And, whoops, I clicked spin. It is spinning. Right now, this one is for the signed card pack, and it is going to Mr. Kevin Switz. Kev Switz.
Congrats.
And here we go. Spin. The wheel is going to Air New York. Oh, Fat Sat Future.
Hey, bud. You asked about the headbands, but I gave a pretty long explanation and even got a preview earlier to everyone, so you're gonna have to go back. And watch. I'm not giving you any more.
So yeah, if you guys also, for those of you guys who are tuning in late, for those of you who are joining us after this show has been pre-recorded, go onto the comment section. Make sure you like and you share this. Make sure we boost up the algorithm, and we got to get the Spick and Span Show, which is already, just so everybody knows, the #1 rated live paintball show on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah, in the world.
Really?
In the world. Yeah.
That's impressive.
So yeah. So it's a big accomplishment, a great feat that we've been able to do here in such a short time. But yeah. Yes, so the wheel of names is everyone that has any level of subscription, right? That is correct. So sometimes we do spin the wheel based on their memberships, right? So and give prizes based on that. So maybe next month we will do a little bit more of that, like kind of more, I guess, just some more giveaways, I guess. Some more giveaways. We are trying to think of what else we've been giving away in the last couple of weeks. We've been kind of really ramping it up on the giveaways. Yeah. So I guess we can start giving out like the bigger prizes to the bigger memberships and the lower prizes to the lower memberships. I like getting everybody a fair shake at it. Spin that wheel with all 142 of you, 138 of you, something like that. Yeah, so we're up there. Next stop is 150. So if we can get up to 150, then we'll go. We're going to keep ramping up the giveaways. So I'm going to hit up the sponsors. He's going to hit up the sponsors. In the meantime, we're going to hit up Mr. Fragi. And
a couple more hundred and we'll be giving away Teslas or something.
Yeah.
Soon.
Tesla's coming soon. Nick, I could ask that our pet pig's name back in the day. Yosh Rao had a pet pig, and his name was Peaches. Her name was Peaches. Lived in the house. We had a duck, a pig, chickens. The duck's name was Mr. Quaid. So, anyway.
Did you change that name just...
Me?
Yeah, the Seth Martin.
No.
Remember from the Liam Dude Man?
Yeah.
Did you write that down?
Yeah, I wrote it down. Seth Martin is... Okay. I said Seth Martin is, Kaiser Sose. Oh, and we got Sloan. There she is right there calling us out. So, hey, want to thank everybody very much for your support. Let's get a round of applause. Yeah. And an air horn for all the members out there. Hi, Sloan!
It's like I have a Viking helmet on with this thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We'll be right there.
Let's get Sloan in here. Whoa! All right, everybody. We're having fun. Young Sloan is in the house right there. And she is done swimming. Come on up here. What are those pants? You want to say hi to everybody? You want a hot dog?
You want a frozen hot dog?
You want a frozen hot dog?
Does this look good? Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't want to eat that.
You don't want to eat that. All right, everybody. Thank you all for the support. We'll see you next Monday from another remote viewing session.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In the woods. Later, guys.
Cannot breathe